Let's talk about American Airlines now. Been going through, this rebirth that we've touched upon a number of times. New partnerships, the code-sharing one they have with Qantas, for example. Now, you tested out the new Boeing 777-300ER,
right,
which is the aircraft that they fly to Australia. So tell us all about it.
We talk about companies that change with the times, and this is a very different airline than what it was even 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. When I went to the launch of American coming to Sydney late last year, they said what they want to offer in partnership with Qantas is a similar experience across both airlines. I've got to tell you, I found it to be on par with Qantas.
Really?
Yeah, really. And that's from the fantastic service on board was wonderful. The flight attendants were great. There was one lady on my flight called Alida Portuguese who was a fantastic flight attendant. And you just remember people. They remember when you come back up, then even if you are traveling with status, but they're just really polite. They're happy to serve you. And I think it's a big change from American where the culture has changed. But on the 777-300ER, it's not just really good service. The business class product on there is the similar seats of what you see on Cathay Pacific, which are the 1-2-1 configuration out towards the windows. They're very spacious seats. In fact, they've got 15.4-inch touchscreen monitors on them, so really large TVs to use. They're fully flat seats. Every seat's got aisle access, which I think is one of the best things about these. There's also a space next to the seat where you can put a laptop down if you're working, that kind of scenario. So it's just, a few little things in the cabin as well. The Bose noise cancelling headphones were fantastic. In fact, the flight attendants coming on at the end of the flight going, oh, we're missing one. Someone's got one still. But these are $500 headsets that they give to every single passenger. They've got some great new amenity kits. There's a walk-up bar. Again, a few things like the food was really good. Like we talk about planes and we talk about product, and so many airlines are very simple. The food was fantastic. Things like roast rack of lamb with truffled mac and cheese, then serving sundaes, a lot of gourmet Australian produce on board, so a bit of Aussie-American kind of feel to it. Some Aussie and American wines and Argentinian and Italian there as well. But yeah, Americans saying they were going to talk to Qantas a lot when they launched about making sure that food and beverage service was on par, and it was really, you almost couldn't fault it, to be honest.
And pre-flight lounges, how did they rate?
Well, Sydney, you've got Qantas's first and business class lounges, which are great. In LA, in Terminal 4, there's the Admirals Club, but as we flagged a couple of weeks on the show, they are going to renovate all their Admirals Club lounges, and particularly at LAX, and that's going to start at the end of this year. And what that's going to mean is pre-flight dining, something American hasn't really done properly before. So once that comes online, it's one of those things with this Qantas American JV, they want you to feel like if you booked a ticket on either carrier, you're going to get a similar experience. And what we're seeing now with American, I think, is on par, if not maybe even a tiny bit better, because they've learned from the best, and they're just going to make their own product even better. But yeah, it's not the American Airlines you used to know. This is a fantastic carrier, and right now, really good airfares on sale too. So
yeah, great. Something special in the air, perhaps living up to its tagline in the future. Now, you are sticking around, so I won't say goodbye just yet. I will say thank you, though. After the break, we'll be following in James Bond's footsteps and visit the Austrian Alps and get a guide to some of Singapore's coolest secret bars.